All right, what is going on, guys? Happy Monday. Welcome back to the channel. Another great day yesterday. We absolutely crushed it. We had one loss in the NBA, one loss in college. So we went 3-1 in the NBA, 4-1 in college. So a very nice plus unit day. Super pleased with that. And then hopefully you guys are in the Discord because gave out a decent amount of props in the NBA as well. And we ended up hitting, let's see, I want to say we went 4-2 on those props as well. So additional NBA hits there. And then the NHL, there was some plays given out, not by me, but we have some very good NHL guys who know a lot about it. And another solid day in there, absolutely crushing it. So absolutely awesome. Free to join the Discord. Link is down below. But if you don't like making money, then don't join. That's cool. Anyway, 8 games in the NBA today. We're going to go through each one. I'm going to give you my best bets. Kick it off with the Timberwolves and the Pacers. We see a line of 1.5 in terms of the Pacers. I don't know if Halliburton's going to play today. I do like his assist. I just didn't pull the trigger because he's a game time decision. But I do like him to go over. He's gone over in like 8 straight games. So I think he continues to do that today. We see a tight spread here. Yeah, another line I looked at, but I didn't pull the trigger on was Randall over rebounds plus assists. I think he's got a good spot tonight to go over. Ultimately, give me the Pacers minus 1.5. Or you could take money line. Next game, Lakers and the Magic. Don't know if LeBron's going to play, so we've got some question marks around that. I do like Luka to go over his points tonight. It's 27.5. It's just too low. Even with LeBron, I think he goes over that. We have seen point guards get points against the Magic, so good spot here for Luka to have a little night. Give me the Lakers minus 4.5. All right, Raptors and the Wizards, the game nobody wants to watch. Somebody has to win. Raptors minus 1.5 plus 105. I'll take that. We should have Quickly. We should have Barrett. Should have Pirtle. So it's pretty much their normal starting rotation. And it's the Wizards. So I think that Toronto's defense will be too good. All right, Mavericks and the Nets. We got the Mavericks minus 1.5. I'll take the Nets plus 1.5 at home at minus 115. Let's see, 76ers and the Pelicans. 76ers plus 6.5 going up against the Pelicans. Now, the Pelicans should have Zion, their normal rotation, but they're going to be on a back-to-back. Should have D'Angelo Russell back tonight. No reason to not take... not D'Angelo Russell. That's for the Nets. For the 76ers, Grimes has just been an absolute beast. This actual rotation's probably better than what they had to begin the year. So give me the 76ers plus 6.5. Just too much, in my opinion. Bulls and the Nuggets. We see the Bulls getting 3.5 on the road. No Joker again in this game, but I don't think it matters. Give me the Nuggets minus 3.5 here. Bucks and the Suns. Bucks getting 3.5. I think this is because we have no Dame tonight, but we still have Giannis. I don't love the spot. I would say give me the Bucks plus 3.5, but just not a game I like. And then what I think is going to be the game of the night, Celtics and the Kings. So we had Porzingis sit yesterday. We didn't have Brown, so we should have normal starting rotation, hopefully, in this game. Like always, most of the players are game time decisions. So really can't make a bet on that. One of the plays I did give out yesterday was take Tatum over rebounds if Porzingis sits, and Porzingis sat. So hammered the rebound line, and he came through. He ended up with 9 on a line of 7.5. So in this one, we should have Domantas Sabonis back. He's supposed to come back. He's going to be on a slight minutes restriction. But that said, I do like his over 10.5 rebounds. I would lean towards the Celtics minus 3.5 in this contest. That's where I'm at with that one. All right, let's get you guys your best bets. Get you on your way. Let me make sure there's no other props that I actually liked real quick. We'll just go through real quick, do a quickie run here just to see if there was anything that maybe didn't make the card. Luka points is on the card. I like LeBron James rebounds if he plays. Let's see, in this Toronto-Washington game, a couple things that stood out to me. I liked Quickly over his assist. I like Scotty Barnes potentially over his rebounds if for some reason Jakob Poeltl doesn't play. One of the plays that made the card is Jakob Poeltl over 7.5 rebounds, and pairing that with 10 plus points. So you can get that a better line on DraftKings right now, minus 135. You take 10 plus points, it takes it to plus 100. So that's on our card. But really, I just don't want to touch much in this game other than that. I thought about Alex Sarr over his threes. That's already juiced. I wouldn't mind fading him on rebounds, taking the under 7.5. Problem is, really don't have a ton of value. And then I don't love that Pinnacle and Bovada are pretty staunchly against it. So I'd say, if anything, the values on taking is over there, but I don't trust him whatsoever. Minnesota, I wanted to take Pascal Siakam over this points line. This points line is really low. If we look, similar players have had a lot of success against the Wolves. I just need to see if Halliburton's going to play. It looks like he's going to. There's technically no injury tag here, so I wouldn't mind it. Another play I looked at is combining his rebound line at minus. I just looked at DraftKings just to see what it was, but minus 154, and then taking his under 3.5 assist. You can pair those together and get plus 155, I believe. So I don't really love him to get assists today. That's a potential avenue I looked at. Looked at Faden, Miles Turner points. It's just something where the hit rate's a little too good. He just relies on the three ball a little too much. I tried to look at this, but there's literally zero value in trying to fade his 3-point prop. So nothing good there. Like I said, Julius Randle over rebounds and assists was something I looked at. He's been pretty hot. I still don't mind this. You can get it at minus 114. I mean, we see a decent amount of variance there. He just hasn't hit it in 4 games, so that makes me a hair nervous. But Gobert shouldn't have a very good rebound matchup tonight. That's another one. I thought about fading his rebounds or taking the double-double. We can see on DraftKings, you can take the double-double. Good old BetMGM minus 175. They're lunatics. So Gobert double-double. That might end up making the card. Well, not the card on here, but that could happen. So we'll see. I'm going to look into that a little bit more. But initial thoughts, don't mind a Gobert double-double here. I think that's an avenue to explore. Thought about taking his under rebounds and assists. It's just a little juice, so. But I do think it hits, but that could be a parlay piece. Let's see. Dallas and Brooklyn. That's a dumpster fire of a game. I don't want to touch anything in that one. Maybe Claxton, looking at his rebound line, I think he probably hits it against this team. But we just went to the Claxton well the other day. But he's got a decent matchup to get rebounds. And if we look, similar players have hit this at a pretty high clip as of late. And over the last 15 games, Mavericks have been giving up the 26 most rebounds. I just get a little uncomfortable when we start getting to that 8.5 territory with Claxton. But statistically, I think there's good variance to say he probably hits it. It's just not on the card. So that was really the only thing. Maybe fading PJ Washington's 8.5 rebounds. I looked at that. Problem is, it's really not a ton of value here, and it's adjusted to 7.5 already on most books. Let's see. This game, it's kind of like Quentin Grimes' assist. He's got a really good matchup to get assists tonight. That said, 4.5, you can't get it. It's too juiced. And then you're rolling the dice a little bit on the 5.5. That said, he had freaking 10 and 6 last 2 games, and it's all green in this spot. So could roll the dice. The only thing is he also has a pretty good points matchup. So could combine the two and do points plus assists. That's something I thought too. He's over that in 7 straight games. So that's an avenue. I just got a little hesitant here on the road. On a back-to-back. So that's the only thing that makes me nervous. But that's an avenue to look at as well. Zion rebounds. That's a fade spot, in my opinion. You could fade him. There is some value to fade him, but I'm not going to do that. Chicago and Denver. Michael Porter Jr. under rebounds is on the card. 8.5's a little heavy. I know he had 11 last night. Josh Giddey rebounds and assists. 17.5's just a little juicy in my opinion. That's a little juicy. That said he had 27, but I just can't pull the trigger, man. His numbers are sky high, and we know the Nuggets like to give up assists, but damn, everything's really high. So just not something I want to trust. Other than that, Vucevic rebounds. I liked fading him a little bit. So there was a slight lean towards fading his rebounds. That's something I'll continue to look at today. Milwaukee and Phoenix. I like Devin Booker to go over his assist line at 6.5 tonight. I almost took a flyer here. Nick Richards is a game time decision. You can get his rebound line at 5.5. And we can see the books really starting to trend. This has even gone up a little bit. If Nick Richards doesn't play, it's guaranteed he smashes this line. This is without Nick Richards right here. So we can see if Nick Richards doesn't play, it's a guarantee. So you're rolling the dice a little bit. Now, I know the similar player line's low, but imagine taking 6 rebounds for a starting center. It should hit. I'm not going to pull the trigger on it just because we are gambling at that point. We're just hedging our bet that Nick Richards doesn't play. So I'm going to look into that today and try to get a better feel and hopefully get an answer before they actually make the announcement, like see what's trending on whether or not he's going to play, and try to snatch this up pretty quickly. Let's see. Devin Booker has a not a great matchup to score points tonight. So that's what I'm saying. I think he goes nuts on the assist. You can get it -120 on Bet365. You can see it's -150 on Bovada, -150 on Hard Rock, -149 on Pinnacle. So there's really good value there. All right. Last play. I looked at this over 20.5 for LaVine. I didn't end up putting it on the card, but if we look, he's had a good success against Boston. So he scored 29 and 36. Now he was with Chicago. And then we look at threes. That was where I was kind of really leaning towards. He's had 4, 6, and 4 against them. So I looked into this, but he's not taking a ton of threes with the Kings. So that's the only thing I don't like. All right, we look at advanced filters. We can see he's only taken about 5 threes a game. If we look over the last 10 games, it's going to be somewhere around there. So 6.3 threes a game. He'd have to shoot 50% or better. So, but I feel like in the Celtics, it just turns into a 3-point shooting contest. So there is some value at plus money to take his over 2.5 threes. Rebounds for Tatum. I just don't like it with Porzingis in. It just, for some reason, with Brown and Porzingis, if we include all those together, so no Brown with Porzingis. He's over in 3 of 6. That's just not a good enough hit rate for me. And then the positional hit rate's bad. So if anything, I'd probably fade. I'd take his under in rebounds and maybe over in assist. Something like that. Or just completely fade his rebounds plus assists tonight. So those were the only plays I saw there. If we look, he's only over in 1 of 6 in his rebounds plus assist without Jaylen Brown and with Porzingis in. So I think there's an avenue to fade his rebounds plus assists tonight. I just don't want to do it. So those are all the plays. Let's get into the betting card, get you guys on your way. So like I said, first play, Jakob Poeltl. We're going to do a little 2-leg. We're going to take his over 7.5 rebounds plus. We're going to take him to get 10 points. Combine those two, you get plus 100 on DraftKings. Luka to go over 27.5 points, -118 on BetRivers. Michael Porter Jr. under 8.5 rebounds. You could combine his points. I looked at doing plus 12 points. If you had 12 points in there and his line's like 18.5, you can do 12 points and get to plus, I think it's plus 100, -110, something like that. I just decided to play it straight. Devin Booker over 6.5 assists, -120 on ESPN Bet. Just too good of value there, in my opinion. He's over in 10 of his last 15 games. Milwaukee's 19th in assists allowed to point guards over the last 15 games. And I think he'll have a tough matchup defensively on him. So he's going to be looking to pass the ball a little bit more. And then last play, Domantas Sabonis over 10.5 rebounds. Obviously, he's going to be on a minutes restriction. We wouldn't see a line like this if it wasn't. But I still like him to just smash this line. So I think he easily covers this. So we'll see. But in the NBA this year, you can see we are doing extremely well. We started tracking this about 40 days ago, I would say. So 40 days ago of serious, let's track and see how we're doing. We're 95 and 54 with almost a 64% hit rate. Pretty damn good. And we're up almost 25 units. Yesterday, we went up a unit and a half on the NBA side, and we went up 2.5 units on the college side. So really, really nice day. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you have an awesome day. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.